Hello and welcome back to Local Rhythm, the show where we put you onto the hottest music from up-and-coming artists right here in South Florida. Once again, we're joined by OGNEILJAY. In our last episode, we talked about your upbringing in Miami and your musical inspirations, and now that we're onto talking about the present, I wanted to follow up with, you're also a college student as well as being a music artist. So how do you balance your creative work with being a committed college student?
There's no balance. It's like, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, it's survive, you know what I mean? Especially with putting out a project and doing videos and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe if I had, it might just be time management. I probably have poor time management skills, but it's the thing about being an artist and stuff like that is the clock doesn't work on time. I feel like a lot of people, even my parents sometimes, they're really understanding, but it's like, because I've been doing it for a minute, but I can't just wake up and be like, okay, I'm going to make music for specifically 2 hours. That I might make something that's crazy. I'm like, I need to just be in here for 8. Or there's times where I'm just like, okay, I'll be here for 5. Might just do it right before work or something like that. But for school, yeah, it's just like, just lock in on my stuff when I need to, but there's no balance. Yeah, I try.
Totally feel that. It's like, as an editor and video, I do videos myself.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm editing anything, I have this show that I'm working on, and I will spend weeks and just have no motivation to do it. And then once I get started, I'm inspired to spend 5 hours and stay up until 2 a.m. doing it. So it's not really something you can block out. You're right. It's not you can do, I'm going to work on this for 2 hours, and then because it's inspiration. It's just,
And you start to feel crazy if you don't create. Once you're a creator, I feel like, you're always a creator. You just create in different types of ways because not everything's limited to art. But when you figure out you have that outlet, if you don't go to that outlet, you go crazy. At least for me, I go take me up. Not that crazy, but you know what I mean? It's to the point where it's like if I don't work out. If I don't work out, I might just get a headache. I might just be a little bit ticked off just because I'm not having my outlet to let my mind just. I feel like I almost get in a meditative state when it comes to just making music.
Yeah, it's you do it so much it becomes a habit.
Yeah. And there's no time. There's no time on there. It's like I'm just there is nothing. There is nothing but just sound, and I'm listening to the sound and then talking back into the echo chamber, and then it's coming back to me, and I just keep doing it. Artists don't really move on a clock. We move on a clock, but it's not your traditional clock, and I just like being in that Zen mode where it's just there's an echo chamber that I speak into, and then I hear noise, and then it's just continuous in a cycle. So as part of your, college experience, you got the opportunity to open for a pretty well-known name in the world of hip-hop. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Yeah, it was for Snoop Dogg. No, it's for Rick Ross. Shout out Rick Ross. I was blessed with the opportunity. I did not think that was going to be my first type of festival, because I call it a festival type of show, or you have the super big PAs and the speakers, and it was really cool. I'm just blessed to even do that and have that opportunity to play the music that I do, because I know it's traditional, but at the same time it's still a bit out there. So I'm just happy for the experience and all the people that went crazy, because they went crazy. So what words of advice would you have to anyone out there who's maybe an aspiring artist and wants to gain some connections in the music industry? Don't think as much. I feel in a industry full of overthinkers, because the artistic process does take overthinking for sure. Just primitively, I don't know if that's the right word, but it attracts overthinkers too. If you naturally overthink, you're an artist, and then vice versa. But when it comes to talking to people and doing all of that, that's where I know not everybody can do it. But just when I first came to college, I had a major social awakening. I was just going up to I swear I went up to 300 people in one semester, just hey, what's up? And I know that's it can be looked at a certain type of way, but when you're speaking to different types of people from everywhere around the world, since it's an international school, you get a lot of signs of okay, I see you, and then if we hang or something like that, then it's okay, then I'm just learning about people, learning psychology low-key. And then I was also working at Walmart, and I was talking to old people, emo people, old emo people, you know what I mean? It's but then you learn who you attract, and then you also learn how to just speak to people. I feel like, especially with our generation, we're so glued to our phones. Many people are afraid to speak to people, and it's like at the end of the day, the only way you're gonna get better is by talking to people.
Yeah,
It's really that simple.
I think communicating and networking is like super important, like not only for the business side of things, the industry, but also just making art in general, because you always want to find collaborators and, you know, people who can maybe help you out, and you can help them out in ways that you kind of complement each other. So let's talk more about kind of turning creativity into like income. So do you think you're at a point where you're making a good amount?
No. Okay, sorry.
Or you're making a good amount of income with like the music that you make, or do you hope to get to a point one day? Like,
You
what are your
know,
aspirations with
I
that?
gotta give shout out to God real quick, because I'm really where I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like I wanted where I wanted to be like a year ago or 2 years ago. And the money is money. You know what I mean? It's doing its thing. And it's growing, and that's what's most important. But I got a lot more work to do if I want to like live off of it. But that is the goal, to live off of it, and then probably go into some other avenue or something like that. But yeah, no, it's looking pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing too crazy, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, this is, as long as I'm progressing and I'm just reinvesting into the art. That's the most important thing for me.
Yeah, like steady growth while still, you know, having ambitions for the future,
Most
growing even more. I think
definitely.
that's super
Yeah.
important. But like when and how, like walk me through like how you first realized that this could be a source of income, or when you made your first penny or your first dollar from this music thing.
Honestly, I was kind of locked in on like I was gonna do it even before, when I was making no money. Like when I was doing for a long time, I was doing shows for free. I was just performing for free, and obviously it made sense because nobody was really there to see me yet. You know, I was still building stuff up, but I knew even before that, like in high school, I was telling my parents, they're like, "What do you want to do?" I want to do music. What's your plan B? Popular. What's your plan B? But if you have a plan B, I just feel like a lot of people say you need a plan B, but they focus more on the plan B than the plan A, and then they wonder why the plan A doesn't work. You put everything in, you put 80% into the plan B. The plan B is probably gonna look better. You know what I mean? Obviously, as an artist, you need a steady income because it's pay to win. You know what I mean? You still have to have like talent and all these other things, but if you're struggling, it's gonna hurt the whole creative process for sure. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I gotta say.
So speaking about the creative process, what does the songwriting process look like when a song goes from idea to, you know, a DAW project, DAW meaning digital audio workstation for, you know, people who are unfamiliar, to then like a finished thing that you're promoting? Like how does the whole process, especially with songwriting, start from the beginning?
For my stuff, I make it so rough to the point where it's like I just get an idea out, and if the idea is so good that even like, because if I play to anybody right now, like if I were to play you like an idea that I had, you're like, yeah, nah, it's kind of buns. You know what I mean? It's like it's a high, but if it's so good to me while it's not even mixed or anything, then I know it's it. It's a good song, or it's a great song. Let's say great song. And then I just go from there. When I write lyrics, I usually write my instrumentals first, so I'm like big on that. Like I used to do a thing, you know what I mean? Because I used to be on YouTube getting beats, but I was like, I need to get these sounds out of my head onto like, onto headphones or whatever, so I could actually listen to it. And it was kind of limiting, you know what I mean? I feel like that's why so many people can sometimes go to being a rapper too. And there's nothing wrong with being a rapper, but it was just like, when all of the beats that you can find are just rap beats, you know what I mean? It leaves you for a certain type of bag, because there's not that many R&B producers putting out their beats on YouTube, or at the time when I was doing it. So, yeah, I really just be making instrumentals, man. And then I'm just like, okay, is this instrumental worthy? And sometimes it might take months. And then one day I'm just scrolling through it. I like to just look through, because I like my stuff to age like wine as well. I just like, then I go back, I'm looking, I'm like, oh wait, this is kind of cool. Or I'm making something completely new, and I'm like, bingo. I never delete myself, because I'm like, okay, I could get something from like that I made 8 months ago, this little loop, put it in there on top of something new. Insane. Fire. You know what I mean? So Yeah, really off of feel, just feel. Once I start writing, I don't expect anything of it. I don't expect it to come out. Like, I expect it to come out as a song, but if it doesn't, I'm not stressed. Like, I'm not worried. That's just a process.
Your new EP, EXE Radio, comes out as of when we're filming this in about 2 weeks. Probably when you're watching this, it's already out. Go check it out right after you finish watching this podcast. Is there anything you want to say about that? Specifically, what are you trying to say? Like, what message do you hope that project sends to the world?
I just wanted people to be free, you know? And I feel like that's what music does for me. And I just hope people find that in this. I'm pretty confident they will, but that's really why I made it. There's different things in there, really like kind of deep thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, for an artist like me, where I make like a lot of happy songs, there's some words in there and it's like not depressing, like it's not gonna make you like sad, but it is very, very moody, and it's a little bit more moody than like any of my other songs. And I think that it's cool. It shows like the diversity, and I think it's stepping a little bit more left than what people usually know me for, but I feel like it's gonna work really well because I did it confidently. Like, I'm not like, oh, I hope people like this. It's like, I like this and I know other people are already gonna like it.
Yeah, in the same vein as the freedom you're talking about.
Exactly, freedom. That's it.
I can't wait to hear it. I hope all of you guys listen to it. Thank you once again for coming on and giving your thoughts. OGNEILJAY.
Thank you, sir.
Great to have you.